ReviewTyme is the home for all things theme parks. Stay up to date with our videos by subscribing and tapping the bell icon. In 2003, a $64.3 billion theme park proposal was announced. Said to be more than double the size of the Walt Disney World resort, the United Arab Emirates wanted to steal the theme park capital of the world crown from Orlando with its plans for Dubailand. The project from the beginning was conceived on an incredible scale and was the most ambitious tourism destination ever envisioned. Dubailand should have been home to parks from Universal Studios, Marvel, Six Flags, and countless others, designed to appeal to the widest possible demographic and bring millions of tourists to Dubai every single year. However, today, Dubailand sits as mainly an open patch of desert in the middle of Dubai, serving as a reminder of what should have been and the mistakes made along the way that stopped it from getting there. For ReviewTyme, I'm Luke, and this is the Failure of Dubailand, the world's biggest theme park failure. Announced on the 23rd of October 2003, Dubailand was the grand vision of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and was announced as a tourism, real estate, hospitality, entertainment, leisure, and retail mega project that would cover an area of over 100 square miles and cost an estimated $64.3 billion, with the goal of helping Dubai achieve 15 million international tourists a year by 2010. The plot of land reserved for the Dubailand project was a massive parcel of land around 10 minutes drive away from the Dubai International Airport, creating an incredibly central plot of land perfect for attracting international visitors. The first stage of the project, which would have included roads and infrastructure, was set to open in 2010, with 3 other major stages opening 5 years after the previous, with the major leisure and entertainment offerings set to be open by 2020. Dubailand was to be subdivided into 6 separate zones, each offering diverse experiences that would satisfy guests of all cultures, socio-economic statuses, and desires. The 6 zones would have included Sports World, a mix of sporting venues that could have hosted international sports such as rugby and cricket; Ecotourism World, a series of natural and desert-based experiences; the Themed Leisure/Vacation World, essentially the place for all of the hotels in the Dubailand project, focused on retreats and spas, as well as regular resort hotels; Retail and Entertainment World, a mix of shopping, dining, and entertainment facilities in a themed environment; Downtown, the least exciting zone, which would have simply been the resort's business and administrative district; and of course, Attractions World, the most exciting part for us theme park fans and the focus for the majority of this video. This would have been an 145 million square foot zone featuring an abundance of theme parks from some of the world's most well-known brands, as well as some completely original ideas. One of the biggest, most ambitious planned parks for the project was Six Flags Dubailand, Kingdom of Thrills. Announced in 2008, the 5 million square foot theme park would have been the first Six Flags park built outside of the USA. The massive park would have been split into 6 distinctive lands, generically named Explore, Celebrate, Discover, Play, and Imagine, and would feature more theming and detail than we're used to seeing from Six Flags. The park would have featured at least 7 major coasters, including a winged coaster named Screamin' Eagle, a water coaster called Tatsu, as well as the Dubai Giant, the world's tallest, longest, and fastest hypercoaster. So, the world's tallest coaster over 200 but under 300 feet? As well as all of the expected mega coasters and flat rides, the park would have also featured a Tony Hawk show, as well as a Wiggles-themed area to keep the young ones in the family happy. This park would have set a new standard for Six Flags, and looked to be one of the most spectacular theme parks in the world. Interesting, at the time, the project also announced a partnership between Six Flags and the park constructor and operator Tatweer to bring to the region's Six Flags water parks, hotels, and even restaurants. Sadly, in 2010, due to a lack of payment to Six Flags from Tatweer, the park was cancelled, and Six Flags would instead begin work on Six Flags Dubai, a park that was planned to open as part of Dubai Parks and Resorts, before itself also being cancelled for funding reasons in 2019. We could do entire videos on Six Flags or any of the other major cancelled parks of Dubailand, so if you would like to see us take a deeper dive into individual projects, let us know in the comments section. Some of the lesser known projects of Dubailand included Frige, an entire theme park dedicated to an Arabic 3D animated children's TV show that was part of the cultural push of homegrown products being showcased at Dubailand. The park would have included over 2,600 hotel rooms and a handful of expected rides, including a log flume, indoor roller coaster, as well as some dark rides. Another park planned to showcase the local culture and storytelling was the Arabian Legend Theme Park, a $1.5 billion park emphasizing regional culture through legendary themes and landscapes. The park, which was set to open in 2013, went through a number of designs, featuring both indoor and outdoor sections, and at one point seemed to have a major Egyptian focus to it. F1X Dubai would have been another proposed theme park, this time dedicated to Formula One racing, featuring a number of large-scale roller coasters, and interestingly, this park actually started construction, with a number of coaster pieces even being delivered to the site before the park's cancellation. Of course, the most famous cancelled project of them all was Universal Studios Dubailand, a unique Universal park that would have featured some classics as well as some new favourites. The park would have been split into a number of themed lands, including Hollywood, the entrance of the park featuring the staple Mel's Drive-In, Surf City, a beach-themed kids area featuring the Woody Woodpecker Nut House coaster as well as some Sesame Street attractions, New York, featuring the Blues Brothers show, Epic Adventures featuring the Waterworld Stunt Show and Jurassic Park, and finally Legendary Heroes, containing Revenge of the Mummy, the 8th Voyage of Sinbad Stunt Show, as well as a King Kong themed coaster darting out into the central lagoon. Whilst the park itself looked to be relatively small, it seemed to be almost a best of Universal park, containing some of the best shows and attractions from Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios parks from all over the world. Even though the park would break ground and the official Universal Studios Dubailand gates would be built, the park never went vertical beyond this, and still to this day the plot of land sits abandoned, with only some basic groundworks done on it. One of the most intriguing theme parks planned was Marvel's Superheroes Park Dubailand. The $1 billion park was announced in 2007 and set to open in 2011. The park would have been dedicated to telling the stories of the Marvel superheroes before the cinematic universe would. The park would have been split into 4 distinct lands, including City of Superheroes, Oasis of Magic, Marvel's Mythic Mountain, and, strangely, Nick Neighborhood, based around Nickelodeon characters, seemingly included to ensure younger children had something to do. Attractions in the park would have included a Spider-Man themed drop ride, a dive coaster, as well as a ride featuring Electro, which seems to be aboard a ride vehicle very similar to Spider-Man at Islands of Adventure. Disney's acquisition of Marvel in 2009 could have changed these plans behind the scenes, or the rides may have simply transitioned over to IMG Worlds of Adventure, which did open in 2016 and featured a Marvel-themed section. Dubailand was home to a multitude of other park proposals and plans over the years, including a DreamWorks theme park and a Legoland theme park, both of which would feature in some part at Dubai Parks and Resorts when it opened in 2016, as well as countless water parks, hotels, and at one stage even a massive 607-foot tall Ferris wheel. The big question about Dubailand, of course, is why did it fail? And while each project may feature its own smaller reasons, the overarching problem with the plans was simply money. The global financial crisis of 2008 to 2009 saw massive expenditure cuts all over the world, and those cutbacks hit Dubailand hard. Almost the entire workforce was fired, and the plans in the parks that had begun construction sat stagnant. The project was originally designed at a time when Dubai seemed to have almost unlimited money. The United Arab Emirates was expanding at a rapid rate and seemed to be building anything money could buy, from man-made islands in the shape of palm trees to six-star resorts to the world's tallest building. But the economic crisis pushed a huge pause button on all of that. Credit pretty much disappeared, and Dubai instantly faced crippling debt, leaving them with an incredible-looking Dubailand sales office and almost no one with money to sell the idea to. In the following years, almost every major company would pull out of the Dubailand project, as the parks were agreed to be built under licensing agreements, where Dubailand would run and construct the parks for the companies, paying them licensing fees to use their name, characters, and attractions. Today, Dubailand does still exist, just not in the grandiose scale we would hope for. The now smaller parcel of land is home to some housing compounds, mega malls, schools, sports facilities, and a golf course that already looks to be abandoned. The only themed entertainment projects that did eventually get built was a Dubai Miracle Garden, a large permanent flowering garden experience, as well as IMG Worlds of Adventure, which was originally never part of the Dubailand plans, but did open in 2016 featuring Marvel and Cartoon Network characters. In 2016, Dubai Parks and Resorts would open its gates 20 minutes down the road from the planned location of Dubailand and feature 3 fully fledged theme parks, becoming the Middle East's largest integrated leisure and theme park destination, a claim Dubailand wishes it could have. We constantly hear of Dubailand restarting its plans and bringing in new theme park ideas, but to this day, not a single other park is under construction in the area. Big rumors were floating around that a new section of Dubailand would open for the Dubai Expo 2020. But with everything going on in the world and the lack of construction underway, that definitely won't be happening. Please remember, if there are any parks mentioned in the video you'd like us to take a closer look at, let us know in the comments. From the home of all things theme parks, I'm Luke for ReviewTyme. Thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing.